Is this thing on? That was a test. Hello, attendees of Midwest Furfest. How are you all doing tonight? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Family Feud Furry Edition. I will be your host, Tokens, and normally at this point I continue with this really enthusiastic intro as I do for any game show, but before I continue with that frivolity, I think we should address the thing that everyone's thinking in the room right now. It's good to be back. Nothing more to say than that. And I'm glad to be back here. We've had a couple days already, if you came as early as Wednesday like I did, of fantastic furry action from the dances to the panels and everything in between. And, well, allow me to introduce myself first. My name is Tokens. I am a red panda with a head that looks like this, very fluffy, and also it moves because I don't know why people find that to be particularly surprising. I mean, don't your mouths move too? Go figure. Anyway, so a little bit about me. I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. I've been doing game show panels for, oh God, pushing about 10 years now. I think I started in 2011. Oh, geez Louise. Oh, happy 10-year anniversary, everybody. Well, that's a thing. I've been doing game shows since the days of the Brony fandom, everything from Jeopardy to Family Feud, and a couple of things here and there. And, well, I'm back after the 2 years of waiting for Midwest Furfest to come back, and I'll tell you what, we've got a lot of good stuff waiting for you right now, and, well, enough about me. I also want to introduce the secret man behind the board. This is Secret Squirrel. He is my assistant for this game. He's a good friend of mine from the Game Show Furries Telegram chat, and I'll tell you more about that later. Things about me. Yeah, that is a thing. Game Show Furries Telegram and Discord chat. That's in fact a real thing, so we'll talk about that later. Things about me is that as a job I do, I'm an applications developer for a major railroad, and I also have a hobby of repairing arcade machines and also other retro technologies. In fact, if you want to follow me at Tokens Arcade on TikTok, I make videos while wearing fursuits demonstrating how arcade machines work, how to fix them. One of my most recent workings was demonstrating how to connect a Miss Pac-Man machine to the internet. No, not with a main cabinet. I mean literally plugging in some new stuff into the board to make it upload its scores to the internet. That's a real thing. If you want to check it out, you can see me handling 30-year-old components with a fluffy glove. So if that sort of thing appeals to you, Tokens Arcade at TikTok. Now on to the main proceedings. What are we going to be playing for, and who's going to be playing to this day in this game of Family Feud? And of course, it is in fact a furry-themed game of Family Feud, so all the questions we'll be seeing today will be about the furry fandom, pop culture surrounding it, artists, convention stuff, and virtually everything between, so you need to be a little well-rounded and a little bit of everything in order to succeed in this game. And what are we going to be playing for? That's something that everyone's talking about. Well, here's how it's going to work. We're going to be picking 2 teams of 5 contestants from our studio audience. And the winner of those teams, that is the first team to reach a total of 400 points. Yes, you heard 400, not 300. We're doing a little different from the TV show. The first team to reach 400 or more points will split a $25 cash prize. I mean, cash money, that's pretty darn good, isn't it? But it doesn't stop there. That team will then move on to the fast money round, where if they can then accrue another 200 points, they will split a $100 cash jackpot.
Real money.
That's anything where you can at a furry convention where you walk in and actually earn money. I mean, it's like you think a boat's a hole you throw money in, just look at a furry convention. Anyway, so now that absolutely got your attention about what we're going to be playing for, we'll get into the matter of who's going to be playing. And here's how this is going to work. We're going to be playing a qualifying game right now, in which I have a series of 10 survey questions in which I'll be asking to the audience and popcorning around until we find someone who gives us the number 1 answer. We'll be picking 5 total people for each team, consisting of 4 teammates and 1 captain. The 4 teammates are just normal players. The team captains will be the persons that will be in charge of choosing the team name. They'll be playing first in the first face-off round, and they will be the ones to give the final answers in the event that their team gets to try to attempt a steal. So we'll first pick the 4 teammates on the left side of the room right here. Now, unfortunately, this room was divided into thirds and not halves, so I will just kind of have to, so I don't have an exact half right here, but I'm going to be looking at this general area of the room first for this half, and then this general area of the room for the second half. So, how it's going to work is I'm going to ask you the question, raise your hand. Don't raise your hand until I have finished saying the question. I will skip you if you jump a little too early. If you answer it, you're correct. congratulations, you're going to be a player. If you try to guess it and you're wrong, put your hand down. You cannot answer again for that particular question, although when a new question comes up, you can raise your hand again. So, without further ado, just let me get my phone out. And again, sorry, just bear in mind also, you know, I'm human, this is a very analog thing, raise your hand. I'm going to try and be as good as possible, but just bear with me. So, you ready to play? Let's see who's going to get... All right then, first 5 qualifying questions, the first 4 of which will be for the teammates. And note, when we will be picking teammates and placing them from the outside inwards, the captain will be on the inner parts towards the table. So just bear that in mind. So, question number 1. Name something you find in the lost and found at a furry convention. First you had right there.
Collar.
Collar, no, up again. You have the right, not the I'm sorry, pointing directly at you with the, yes, you.
A wallet.
Good guess, up again. Fursuit, right there.
Bag.
Correct, you're in. That was the number 1 answer. Yep, you come on up and sit on the outermost chair right there. All right then, question number 2. Name an animal that is commonly, name an animal that commonly lives in cities. First you had again.
Rat.
Rat, incorrect. Up again. You have a black mask in the right there.
Pigeon. Pigeon.
Pigeon is correct. You're in. I want you to stand back a little bit so we can get a little bit of a broader view here. All right then. Question number 3. Yep, right there. Name an animal with a color in its name. I saw you over here.
Red panda.
What gave it away? Come on in. You're in. Yeah, that is indeed it. All right, now the 4th question, the last normal teammate for the left side team. All right then, name a material that would be a really bad idea to make a fursuit with. Yes. Paper will count that. Yes, paper is in. The fun of the game, actually, a couple different varieties of paper. Yeah, you can give a round of applause. Yeah. I was just saying, there were actually quite a different interpretation. Paper mache, and also sandpaper was also among the survey. That made me shudder a little bit. I did not want to imagine a fursuit made of sandpaper. All right then, so finally 5th question. This one is to pick the team captain for this left side of the room. Here we go. Name a popular furry video game character. Black hat right in front of me. Son? Hands down. Incorrect. Hands up. I think I saw you over here in the corner of my eye. Yeah, for the person, yes?
Star Fox.
Star Fox, no. Hands down. Hands up. With the LED badges.
Sonic.
That is correct. You're in. Now again, this is kind of a rough approximation of what I consider to be half, but I see that some people kind of right on that line, so again, you know, it's mostly going to be about who gets, just who kind of catches my eye. So, again, like roughly here to here is where I'll be picking from, and also I'll change my angle just to get a better view here. And while we're doing that, I want you guys to talk amongst yourselves and come up with a cool team name. Don't use too many characters though, try and keep it like less than, I don't know, 15 characters or so, maybe 11. Anyway, so, next 5 questions. Again, whoever you're going to pick is going to be sitting in the outermost chair. All right then, question number 6. Name something a fursuiter might do to cool down after a long day of fursuiting. A little bit late, but Black Panther.
Drink water.
Yes, you're in. And you gotta be careful. Wait until the question is finished asking. All right then, you're in. All right then, next. Oh, this one. Yep, right there. Oh, this one's a little sad. Name an animal that often becomes roadkill. Blue shirt right there. Yes.
Raccoon.
You're in. All right then. If they just stayed in their trash cans, they wouldn't have this problem. All right then. Ooh, here's an interesting one to think about. Name something you'd find in the house of both a furry and a pet owner. Yes, dragon. Good guess, but no. I saw the blue and white yet? No. Crush? Plaid shirt. Yep. Collar is correct. You're in. All right then, so 2 more to go, last team mate. All right then, listen carefully. Name a make or model of automobile that's named after an animal. Yes, Dragon.
Jaguar.
That Jaguar, you got it. As quick as the buzzer, third time was the charm. All right then, good job. And finally, the team captain, here we go. Listen carefully. Name something you do with your hands that would be hard to do with hooves. Blue and white cat right there. Yep.
Use a smartphone.
Sorry?
Use a phone.
Sorry, what?
Use a phone.
Use a phone.
Use a phone.
I'm going to have to say no to that one, I'm sorry. And then, actually, I was looking hands down again, sorry, so I'm going to read the whole question out again. Something you do with your hands that would be hard to that would be hard to do with hooves. The bird.
Drive.
Drive? No. Hands up. Orange lanyard.
Draw.
Draw. No, not quite. All right then. So we're getting a couple more there. Okay. So again, name something you do with your hands that would be hard to do with hooves. I think I saw a pink suit over here. Yep.
White.
I mean, not wrong, but not quite. I can't say that this one's getting a little more difficult than I was anticipating. Okay, so I'll try one more time to see it before I try and give any hints. I've never had to do that before, but we might have to for the sake of time. Again, hands up now. Orange ears.
Texting?
Texting, typing, I was typing a little kinsfolk today, close enough. They're both forms of typing. All right then, well, you're captain. Good try, from everybody. Please, lights, camera, action! Introducing the Umu Group. Sky, Ink, Mikado, White, and Bun Bun. Ready for action. Play against the Fluffy Boys. Jinsoku, Bubbles, Abbott, Hunter, and Ray. Ladies and gentlemen, Fest 2021. On your marks. Let's start the Family Feud. Ladies and gentlemen, of Midwest Podcast, I am your host, Sojan. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. My word, it's good to be back. And you know what I gotta say that. Welcome everyone to Family Feud. We got a good one for you today. We've got the Fluffy Boys team play against the Umu Group. And we're doing this for the chance to win a lot of cash and a brand new car. Okay, no, we're not actually playing for a new car. I just really want to say that catchphrase. By the way, what's going to be happening is we're going to be doing finding the top answers to surveys of 100 furries to try and find the most popular answers. And don't forget, the team that earns 400 points first will split a $25 cash prize before moving on to the fast money round, where they'll get the chance to split a $100 cash jackpot. That being said, we've got our teams picked, we got the teams ready to go, so I guess there's nothing much left to say. We're going to be playing the first round, and we're going to have our first players come up to those buttons right here. And without further ado, I got to ask one or two more questions. Players, are you ready? Yeah. Audience, are you ready? Let's make some noise here. All right then, we're getting ready. We're getting on to round one. Give me Sky, give me Jinsoku. Let's play the Feud. All right then, first shake hands, both of you. I want a nice clean sportsmanship here. All right then, now here's how this is going to work. We're going to play the first of several face-off rounds, and this is how it's going to work. I'm going to ask you both an open-ended survey question in which I want you to give me what you believe to be the most popular answer. If you think you have something, you'll hit this buzzer like so. And if you got something, we'll see if it comes up on the board. If the answer you give me is the number one answer, you will automatically earn the right to either play this round or pass it to the opposing team. If the answer you give me is not the number one answer or not on the board at all, the opposing team will have a chance to get a higher scoring answer. Now, first I want to make sure you have your hands on the table before we start, on the table in front. And one last thing to mention is that you're allowed to buzz in at any point, but if you buzz in before I am finished reading the question, I will not finish reading the question for that player. That sound all clear to you guys? All right then, let's get this game kicked off. For this first round, we surveyed 100 furries. We have the top 8 answers on the board this round. And we asked, Name something that might suggest your friend or partner is secretly a werewolf. All right then. Yes, Sky.
They howl at night.
They howl at night. All right then. Show me howling at the moon. Oh, they would. If you wonder if they're sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon too. Number 4. All right then. So, Jinsoku, there are 3 answers that top it. If you can give me one of those 3 answers, you'll earn the right to play or pass. What you got?
They lock themselves up during a full moon.
They lock themselves out during a full moon. Show me locking yourselves in. All right then. All right then. So here we go. Now, can we play this round or pass? Okay. All right then. So good job, you guys. And now I'll move over to right here as I try to juggle holding 2 things at once. It's a very difficult task, as you can imagine. And I'll use the microphone on this other side. All right then. Good job, you guys. Now what's going to happen is that I'm going to go down the line to each of the teammates here and give them an opportunity to try and uncover the remaining answers. Now, I'll talk to the player. They'll have 10 seconds to try and answer the remaining survey questions, and if they get one, they'll get more points on the board. But if they give me an incorrect answer or an answer that is not on the board, or an incorrect answer, or they run out of time because they're only going to have 10 seconds to give me an answer, they will earn right. 3 of those, and then the opposing team will get the chance to try and steal the remaining points. Now, one thing to bear in mind is that while all this is going on, I suggest you guys talk quietly amongst yourselves to try and, ponder upon a possible answer right there. And without further ado, we'll be starting here with Bubbles. Tell me a little about yourself, Bubbles.
I'm a game developer from Colorado, and this is my first MFF, but my 5th time.
All right, then, very nice. And I see your soda is a blue dragon of sorts.
Yeah, it's actually an original species of mine. It's called a bubble dragon.
Oh, Bubbles. That sounds fun to say.
Yeah, it was actually originally a product for rubber balloons.
All right, then. Very nice. All right, then. So, here we go. Name something that might suggest your friend or partner is secretly a werewolf.
Fur around their room.
Fur laying around their room. Goodness gracious, I can only imagine how much they spend on lint rollers. Show me fur around the room. Number 2. All right, then. Good job. Tell us a bit about yourself, Abbott.
I come from Jersey, and this is my 3rd MFF here.
All right, then, very nice. And I noticed your badge there. Is that a Hanafuda card?
Yes, yes, I've actually commissioned it from one of my friends. They actually made a bunch of Hanafuda cards.
All right, then. For those of you who don't know what that is, a Hanafuda card is basically a Japanese playing card where instead of in America where they have, symbols and numbers, they have pretty pictures of flowers and plants in Japan. There's a little trivia for you. Oh yeah, and that's something that Nintendo started in 1880-something or other, making playing cards. You could legitimately write a fan fiction where Dracula goes to buy some Nintendo products and have it actually be historically accurate. Fun fact. Anyway, so, tell us, name something that might suggest your friend or partner is secretly a werewolf.
Shredded clothes.
Shredded clothes. Oh, I can only imagine how much that must cost. But then again, maybe that looks like they're just, maybe doing some poses for a magazine or something like that. Show me shredded clothes. All right, then. We're down to where we go. Next up we have Hunter. Welcome aboard, Hunter. He leaned forward. No, I didn't put it in him. He brought that upon himself. But anyway, so Hunter, I can see that you're a shark soda. That's definitely something you don't see too often. Tell us a bit about that.
I'm not good with this.
All right, that's perfectly fine. If you're just going to move on to the question, that's perfectly fine. Anyway, so name something that might suggest your friend or partner is secretly a werewolf.
Hatred of cats.
That might be definitely something. Especially if they have, I wonder if they have any relationship with their neighbor Alf. Show me hatred of cats. All right, then, good guess, but not quite. I'll try and untangle this. All right, then, and finally over here we have Ray. Ray, tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, I think I'm good at this question because I'm not a werewolf, but I'm a were-jaguar.
Okay, where's Jaguar? Interesting. All right, then, that is definitely something I've never heard of before.
Yeah, it's kind of like an aspect of Mayan mythology. You see by this thing.
Oh, very, very nice. Thank you for sharing that. All right, then, so let's see what you got under your sleeve. Name something that might suggest your friend or partner is secretly a werewolf.
Well, I know a lot of werewolves, and
Allergic to silver. All right then, silver bullets did in fact do them in. Show me afraid of silver. Yes, there we go, number 6. Way to go. All right then, so, only one strike. We're back to our friend Giuseppe here. What you got? Name something that might suggest your friend or partner is secretly a werewolf.
Lives in the woods.
Lives in the woods. A good way to get, make sure you evade too much people's eyesight and don't want to get caught. All right then, show me living in the woods. 2 strikes. All right then, Boo-Boo group, get ready to steal because they only have 1 strike left. So, Bubbles, it all comes down to you. You give me another answer, we keep going. If not, the Boo-Boo group will get a chance to steal. So, name something that might suggest your friend or partner is secretly a werewolf.
Scraps of meat around them.
They have scraps of meat around them. All right then, so definitely going to get up to some violent activities there. Show me some scraps of meat. All right then. Still going. Got 2 more to go. All right then, so name something that might suggest your friend or partner is secretly a werewolf.
I'm going to say like waking up outside maybe.
Waking up outside. To keep the points going, show me waking up outside. Oh, all right, and that's the end of that. I'm now moving over to the Boo-Boo group. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. I'm going to go down the line from the 4 teammates, starting with Bun Bun and working your way down. And I'm just going to have you rapid fire give me what answers you might be thinking right now. Note in this part, you do not need to give each different answers. In fact, if you're all coming up with the same answer, that's probably a good sign of something. So, starting with Bun Bun here, name something that might suggest your friend or partner is secretly a werewolf.
I'm going to say 8 vampires.
8 vampires.
Big teeth.
Big teeth.
Dressed up as grandma.
Lots of shoe toys.
Lots of shoes. So a diverse array of answers. Now, so we got a diverse range of answers here. So, comes on to team captain. Name something you might suggest your friend or partner is secretly a werewolf.
As much as I like the vampires thing, I think I'm going to go with the teeth. They have really big teeth.
All right then. To steal 81 points, show me they have big teeth. No, that's it. 81 points to the Lucky Boys team. Now we're going to reveal what the remaining answers were. All right then, so you know how this part works. Audience, say when you see them. Number 5. They completely keep themselves from going outside. And number 8. Blood. All right then. So, all right then, 81 points for the first team right there. Now we're going to moving on to round 2. I'll tell you what, give me bubbles, give me ink. Let's play the Feud. As I try not to turn my blood. All right, hands to the table. All right then, I think we're getting our jive now. All right then, for this round we surveyed 100 furries. We have the top 8 answers on the board again. We asked, ooh, this one might be a bit controversial. Name a fursona species that's almost always in need of a bath. Yes.
Huskies.
Let's see, just how musky are those huskies? You would know, Lulu group. Show me them musky huskies. Oh, okay. Dogs in general. So that's affecting all the dogs right there, just to clarify. All right then, what you got to answer that?
Pig.
A pig. Show me a pig. Oh, number 7. All right then, so the Woo group's got the choice now. Pass or play? All right, you're going to play. Let's go for it. All right, then, good job on you, Ink. On the middle here, we have Mikado. Mikado, tell me about yourself.
Yeah, I'm just a little river otter who lives locally here in the Windy City.
All right then, so this is definitely, how long have you been going to this convention for since it's so local?
2010, 2017, 18, 19, and then this year.
Okay, so you started coming around 10 years ago, so How's it again? Feels great to be, how does it feel to have such a large representation of this fandom in your hometown?
I think it's very well positive because everyone is out here to enjoy it as much as everyone else does.
And that's what it's all about in the end, wouldn't you say? Alright then, Mikado, name a persona species that's almost always in need of a bath.
A skunk.
A skunk. Alright then, let's see. Go Pepe Le Pew. Let's see if we can find you. Skunk. Number 2. Good job. Alright then, next up we have Bite. Alright then. Oh, sorry, Spike. Sorry, Spike. Alright then, Spike, tell me a bit about yourself.
I'm a porcupine who's been a furry way too long.
Haven't we all? Yes, including the ones that are at their first convention. It's just the ethos of things. Once you're in it, you've already been in it for too long. In the best possible way, though. All right, then tell us, anything else you want to share with about yourself?
This is my 3rd or 4th MFF.
All right, then. Welcome back again. So, you tell me, name a persona species that's almost always in need of a bath.
Wolves.
Wolves, okay. Now, are we considering wolves separate from dogs, CCrit? Yes, we are. Okay, let's see if wolves are up there. Show me wolves. Indeed they are. Number 6. Next up, we have Bun over here. My goodness, you're beautiful looking. Pretty pink bun. What else can I say? And the antlers are a nice touch as well. So tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm just a dumb bunny.
You can just leave it at that if you want to. I'll take yours for it in the best possible way. Again? Yes, with the microphone. All right, then, so, name a persona species that's almost always in need of a bath.
I'm gonna go with a raccoon.
A raccoon. You're bathing in trash for every day. That's probably something that you're gonna need eventually. Show me a raccoon. Number 4. Good job. Going halfway there, 58 points so far. Still the number 1 answer not uncovered yet. So, next, all right then, we're back to Sky. All right, then I'll leave you the chance to tell us a bit about yourself, Sky.
I'm a Kitsune from Madison, Wisconsin, and this is, I believe, my 8th or so MFF, so glad to be back. And I also run a panel here named RPG Name That Tune.
All right then, I did see that on the schedule. All right, that's perfectly fine. Each chauffeurs got to support each other. What time is that panel, actually?
It is tomorrow, I think it's 11? Yeah, 11 a.m.
Tomorrow, 11 a.m. All right then. Well, if that's something that ancient triggers your fancy, maybe come check this guy out. Support your local game show furries. Anyway, name a persona species that is almost always in need of a bath.
Well, being a Kitsune myself, I will say foxes.
All right then. Gonna just put yourself out there for the greater good of some money you won at a convention. Totally understandable. Show me the foxes. Good job. Number 5. Ink right here. Tell us a bit about yourself, Ink.
Well, normally an East Coaster and mainly going to AnthroCon, but this is my first Midwest Fur Fest. I moved to Iowa last year.
All right then. Any hobbies? What you're working on right now?
I do a lot of runic work, do a lot of crafting, oil painting, and
very nice.
8 dogs.
8 dogs.
Great names. That's a job.
That sounds like a lot of labor. Best of luck to you on that. I'm sure you're doing fantastic. Anyway, name a persona species that's almost always in need of a bath.
Cats.
Cats. All right then. You've seen the dogs. Are the cats equally as smelly? Show me cats. Oh, first strike. Took a while to get there. Back to Mikado. Tell me, can you think of any other persona species that are almost always in need of a bath?
Mice and rats.
Mice or rats? Okay then. Not exactly known for being the most squeaky clean of things. Show me the mice or rats. No, and you still have the number 1 answer up there. Fluffy boys, get ready to steal. Keep talking amongst yourselves quietly. Don't give anything away. So, Spike, it all comes down to you. Yep, if you get something up there, you get the points. If not, the Fluffy boys get a chance to steal. So, tell me, name, or, try to scroll there. Name a persona species that's almost always in need of a bath.
Ferrets.
Ferrets, okay. A little more uncommon compliment of an answer, but it could be up there. Show me ferrets. No. My goodness, we still have no number one answer yet. So, with that being said, I'm going to go do the same procedure over here. All right, guys, you know how this works. Down the line, one at a time, starting with Ray out here. Tell me, name a persona species that's almost always in need of a bath.
Awesome.
I originally thought birds, but possums.
Okay, got a couple answers here. It comes down to the team leader. What's it going to be?
I'm gonna say possums.
To steal 69 points. I was going to make a silent humor joke about no, don't say anything, but you guys literally all beat me to the punch. You can go ahead and think about what you've done here. Like, forget what the first word in the name of the panel is. Family, for the record. To steal 69 points, show me possum. No! What was the number one answer? Show me number one. Oh, no! You had it! Oh, darn. Well, and number 8. Coyote. Okay, then. Well, we got a pretty closely matched game so far. Fluffy Boys with 81. The Uhu group with 69. We're moving on around 3 right now. Give me Mikado and Abbott. Step up to bat. That's good sportsmanship. See, I just had to say it once and you guys immediately caught the picture. I appreciate that, you know. I appreciate it so much that I'm going to double the points for this round. Point values are doubled. Round 3. For this round, we surveyed 100 furries. We have the top 6 answers on the board this round. And we asked, you're going to be thinking about this in a couple days' time. What's the first thing you do after you get home from a convention? All right then, Mikado.
Take a shower.
Take a shower. You mean you weren't during the convention? Oh yes, 5. Number 5. All right then, so 4 answers top it. All right then, so Abbott, what you got?
Unpack your bags.
Unpack your bags. Show me unpacking the bags. Number 2. All right then, so what goes to you? Pass or play? We're gonna play. Let's go. Microphones is a bit of a challenge, but you know, I'm making it work. All right then, so moving over to, you gave what would have been the stealing answer there, so luckily we're going straight. Oh, you said hyena?
I said dragon.
Oh, I'm sorry, I gave the wrong credit, my apologies. You didn't get the answer anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter in the end, but that's all that counts. Anyway, so, Hunter, tell me, what's the first thing you do after you get home from a convention?
Post-con depression.
You had to get right there. Classic PCD, a very severe clinical disorder that has been studied by the utmost, the highest of medical authorities. It's that feeling when, I was around people and social activities, and now I have to go work and do more capitalism in a gray office building. Let's be sad together. Is post-con depression up there? All right then, well, good job. All right then, so, Ray, what do you think? What do you do after you get home from a convention first thing?
Go to bed.
Oh, that's probably the most relatable one of all because, we're tired. You know what I mean? Show me have some gosh darn sleep. Number 1 answer. 2/3 the way there. Back to Jinsoku here. Name something. What's the first thing you do when you get home from a convention?
Prepare for work the next day.
Oh, that's even worse. But it is true. Show me getting ready for work the next day. You know, we have so many sad things getting points in this game. All right then. So was that strike 1 or was that strike 1 or 2?
1.
That was strike 1. Okay. So 1 strike, 2 more to go. 2 more answers to go. All right then, what's the first thing you do after you get home from a convention?
Eat something.
Ah, eat some food, and probably drink some water too, because you've all been doing that, right? Everyone's eaten lots of healthy foods and kept their nutritional values up as much as possible, and kept water to hydrate them so you don't do anything like, faint. I appreciate y'all's honesty. Show me, eat some food. No. All right then. So, Uwu group, get ready to steal. All comes down to you, Abbott. So, Bubbles. It goes. Did you say? I guess I'm a little bit tired myself. Maybe I need a drink of water. So, Abbott. All comes down to you. They're looking ready. They're rooting against you. So, what's the first thing you do when you get home from a convention?
I restock groceries.
Restock on groceries. Show me restocking groceries. No? All right then, so, we're going back over to the Uwu group. All right then, Uwu group, show me what you got. Down the line, once again the question is, name something. What's the first thing you do after you get home from a convention?
Post pictures?
Okay. Tweet.
Post pictures.
Post pictures.
I think we're going to go with the pictures.
To steal 162 points, show me posting pictures. No! Not quite. 243 points is now on the Fluffy Boy side. Number 4. And number 6. Washing and changing are different things, we've decided. So, the Fluffy Boys team is at 243 points. They're very close to game right here. We're moving on to round 4 right now. Give me Spike and give me Hunter. Let's play. All right, so round 4 points are now triple points. So we have, within striking distance of one of these teams potentially taking the game. Let's see if that happens here. For this round, we surveyed 100 furries. We have the top 5 answers on the board. We asked, name a wardrobe malfunction that might happen with a fursuit. Harder ain't always quicker. Hunter. Head coming off. And got it, head coming off. Let's appreciate that the furry fan is perhaps the only context in which that's a totally relatable thing to happen. My head fell off. Fell on the floor. They got covered in mud and probably someone else's food. Show me your head coming off. Okay, number 2. Let's see. Spike, what you got?
Holes ripping open.
Ooh, in any number, that's not good in any place, and some places are definitely worse than others. Show me a rip and a hole. Oh, so close but not quite. That's number 3. So, Hunter, pass or play? Oh, you're going to pass. All right, then, let's see what they've got up their sleeve. Okay, so we're going to pass it here. So we're going to go to Bun Bun over here. So, I need to swap microphones. Wait, no, it's right now. So, Bun Bun, what do you think? Have you ever had a wardrobe malfunction with your fursuit?
No, but I haven't had them on.
Fair enough. Do you know anybody else that had? Well, let's see if we can come up with something what could happen. Name a wardrobe malfunction that might happen with a fursuit.
Broken zipper?
Oh, broken zipper. That could cause a number of problems. Show me a broken zipper. Number 1 answer! So, we go back to Sky over here. It's hard. I have these flipped from my perspective, so I apologize for that. So, Sky. What you got? Name a wardrobe malfunction that might happen in fursuit.
I would say something's on there. So, you get stained.
Get stained. All right then. Show me. What? Stained by what? Let's not have to think about it too much. Stained. Oh! Wow. I'm actually surprised there. Good guess. 1 strike. 2 answers on the board. All right then. So, Ink. What you got? What do you think could happen in a fursuit?
Falling apart.
Just plain falling apart. Can you, in what way?
Like pieces falling off the head.
Oh, like a piece comes off So that soup part falls off. Yeah, we need a different answer.
In that case, missing your tail.
Oh, missing your tail, like you lost it?
Or left it behind.
Can we accept that secret? He says yes. It's an acceptable answer, but is it a correct answer? Let's find out. Show me you're missing your tail. Okay, yes. Different thing. One answer down. If you manage to cover this last answer, you get the points. We go to sudden death. If not, they will get, or no, are they still on one strike? Yes, we're still on one strike. Okay, so you'll learn those. So you got a little more room to work with, but just one answer to go to take this game to sudden death. Tell me, name a wardrobe malfunction that might happen in a fursuit.
It gets smelly or it starts to smell.
Ooh, if it takes on some bad odors, that would definitely be a problem. Show me the odors. I mean, please don't, but for this context of this game, it'll do. Oh, strike two. All right then. Fluffy boys, do they have something up their sleeve? We'll just have to see. All right then. Tell me what you think, my friend. When you have a wardrobe malfunction that might happen with a fursuit.
Fur coming off.
The fur falling off. To sweep the board, show me the fur falling off. This game has gotten pretty high stakes here. 243 versus 342. Ladies and gentlemen, doesn't happen very often, but we're going to sudden death. If he comes on and 50, okay, step up to that. Great, there it is. I know it's a little hard to see in there. Okay, this is the creme de la creme, the point of the top, the most critical aspect here. We are in round 5. It is a triple value survey. We're playing sudden death, triple point value, and we're looking only for the number one answer to this survey. So listen carefully. Whoever gets the answer to this one will win the game. We surveyed 100 furries, only the top answers on the board. We asked, name something that furries did during the COVID-19 pandemic in the absence of conventions. Bun.
VR chat.
For the game, show me VR chat. Give it up! Let's see if you want to applause the Fluffy boys. Let's get started here. Anything won, but we ain't done yet. Now, we're moving on to Fast Money! All right then, cut the music now. All right then, first of all, once again, congratulations to the Uwu group. You've done a fantastic job. Now, we are getting to the major precipice here of going, so what the status is right now is that you won the front game. That $25 I mentioned before is yours. You've won it. No matter what happened here, you've earned that. It's not going anywhere. We're just going to see if we can, well, as appropriately for a furry convention, inflate those winnings up a little bit. Exactly. So, what's going to happen is that I'm going to have you guys talk amongst yourselves to pick 2 of the 5 members of your team to play the first and second halves of the Fast Money round. The first person you pick will start right out the first, while the second player will be escorted out of the room, away from the audience, and then brought back in when it is their turn to play. So, ultimately, I mean, technically it's the King Captain decision, but I would suggest, a democratic approach. Think about how you guys were playing during the game, who maybe was getting the most points or had the most concrete and quick answers. So I'll give you guys a couple minutes to talk amongst yourself to figure that out. While we hear a word from our sponsors. And by words from our sponsors, I mean just a few things I want to plug that I'm being paid absolutely no money for, because we do not accept sponsors here at a furry convention. So, first of all, how are you guys doing so far? Is the game been exciting so far? Wishes aside, you know what? You keep things going, and it looks like we're having a good time here. So, again, I just want to plug a few things. So I mentioned earlier about if you guys are fans of game shows yourself and are also furries, which I feel might be a good portion of this room, we do have a Game Show First Telegram chat and a group that we do in VR chat. We actually have a group of us that go into VR chat and actually do recreations of game shows on a couple times a week basis. We've, thanks to this one creator in VR chat that has recreations of, what doesn't he have? Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, Pyramid, the Price is Right, that one's he's working on. We've got, I think, a whole, like, pretty much a match game, every super password, every game you can imagine under the sun from the last, or press your luck from the last, like, 30 years or so. It's recreated in VR chat, and we meet every so often to try and play these games. I'm the regular host of Wheel of Fortune on Tuesdays. And the creator's name of the world is GS Genesis. You can check him out on Twitter and on Discord. And if you want to try and join that chat, if you just want to discuss things with your fellow game show furries, you can come meet with us after the show, and we'll give you the information on that. The other thing I wanted to just plug for my own sake is, again, if you want to see some more content, I'll probably be uploading this and other content onto TikTok and other related social media platforms. If you want to follow me at Tokens Arcade, I would greatly appreciate that. Anyway, thank you very much, and let's see, team over here, have we decided who's going to be playing? Yes. All right, then, who have we decided? Bun Bun's first, and then Ink is second. Yep. Okay, so Ink, what I'll have you do is I'll have you step out of the room over there, kind of go past the main, you know the double doors that go past? Yeah, the second set of doors. So, yeah, so our assistant right there will escort you out over there, and then once he's done, we'll bring you back in. So, Bun, come on up, step up to that. Thank you. All right, then. Are you good? All right, then. So, listen carefully, because here's how it's going to work. I'm going to ask you a series of 5 survey questions in which I want you to give me what you believe to be the most popular answer. The key to this round is that you want to say the answers as fast as you can, because you're only going to have 15 seconds to give me an answer to all 5 questions. Once we do that, we'll reveal how many points you got from those answers. Then we'll have your partner come in and do the same thing again. Now, if you want to answer as fast as possible, hesitation is death in this game, but if you do have to struggle a little bit, you can say pass, and if we have time, we'll come back to that question later. And again, if you and your partner can improve 200 points or more, tell the audience what $25 times 4 is. $100. Say it again. $100. $100! 15 seconds on the clock, please. Your time starts after I finish reading the first question. All right, take a deep breath, relax. The contestants, I mean, you can do it if you want to, but I meant the contestants. I appreciate your willingness to engage, though. Quiet for the audience, silence from everyone so that you can concentrate. All right, then. Here we go. Including yourself, what's the most number of people you could comfortably split a hotel room with?
4.
A word that rhymes with cat.
Bat.
An animal that starts with F.
Fish.
A fictional persona species.
Turtle.
An animal you might see at the beach. A fish. He said fish. Okay. All right then. So, not bad. All right then. Let's see. Fish could appear twice here, and if you're comfortable, you can put your shoulder around me like we do on the show. That's where I get nice and close to Mr. Dawson. All right then. First we ask, including yourself, what's the most people you could comfortably split in a hotel room? You said 4. Survey said 25. Rhymes with cat, you said. Rat. Survey said 35. An animal that starts with F, you said. A fish. Survey said 11. Not bad. Name a fictional persona species. Oh, there, just click. Yep, click off. Yep, name a fictional persona species. You said. Whenever I see that species name, I have to say it to the tune of the old Sonic the Hedgehog intro. Circle. Survey said 18. All right. Name an animal you might see at the beach. You said a fish. Again, perfectly legitimate answer. Survey said. What? Oh, that's kind of surprising. But 89 points, that's a pretty solid performance. In order to get the answer. Anything was available. Second, while we go find him. You know, I hope he's still there. You know, I never really did establish a protocol for what would happen if the contestant just disappeared or he got distracted by the snack bar. But it happened at BLFC. Well, that's unfortunate. And thankfully that did not happen. Here comes in. Yeah. All right then, James. How are you feeling right now?
A bit nervous.
Understandably so, but I think you're in a pretty good position right now. Your partner got you 89 points. Slightly below par, but far from out of reach.
All right.
So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to ask you the same 5 questions I asked your friend over here. You cannot duplicate any of their answers, though, because if you do, you'll hear this sound. I'll say try again. You'll have to give me another answer. And because it is going to be a little bit more difficult for you, I'm going to give you 20 seconds instead of 15. Again, say the first thing that comes to your mind, but if you do end up saying something that, you know, if you get stuck on something, you can say pass, and if you have time, we'll come back to it later. There were definitely some number one answers that your friend gave, so maybe you be prepared to give secondary or tertiary answers, so just keep that in mind. So, tell me again what $25 times 4 is?
$100.
$100. Let's make it happen. 20 seconds on the clock. All right then, your time starts after I finish reading the first question.
Face forward a little bit more.
Audience.
Face this way.
You have to face forward. All right. Take a deep breath. You didn't see anything, did you?
No, I have no glasses on.
Perfect. That works out in my favor, although I'm sorry about the glasses. All right then, so here we go. Including yourself, what's the most people you could comfortably split a hotel room with?
6.
A word that rhymes with cat.
Bat.
Try again.
Fat.
Name an animal that rhymes with F. Oh, sorry, that starts with F.
Fox.
Fictional persona species.
Dutch. Ancient dragon.
An animal you might see at the beach.
Whale.
All right then. Solid answer right there. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. First we asked, if you can put your arm around me, if that's okay with you. We first asked, including yourself, what's the most people you could comfortably split a hotel room with? You said 6. Survey said 20. 4 was the number one answer. We then asked, name a word that rhymes with cat. You said fat. Survey said 21. Next we asked, name an animal that starts with the letter F. You said a fox. Survey said 35. Next we asked, name a fictional persona species. You said a Dutch angel dragon. Also, fox was the number one answer there. A Dutch angel dragon. You said, that's what you said. Survey said 14. Gonna get close here. Last we asked, name an animal you might see at the beach. You said a whale. 21 points to win. Survey said